All right, welcome back. So far this day's been a whole bunch of redoing or doing little stuff, little things I wanted to get to, see if I can remember everything that I did. So I took the interior apart, well, some of it apart. On this piece I added some felt up top here, just because there's a little bit of play in this. The Alcantara didn't take up quite as much as I thought. On this piece I added felt underneath here, so it doesn't rub on this piece. See how it's leaving a little mark? And then I also put felt inside here on these strips where it actually sits up on the metal part of the flap handle mechanism. What else did I do? Inside here, my little headphone jack. So I had 4 screws holding this, but I noticed if you yank the top one, like you could actually, bend this a little bit. So I put 2 more screws up there. This, I did end up putting a brace here. So this was rock solid, but when this kind of went and sandwiched into the side piece, the kick panel, you kind of got some oil canting if you push on it the right way. It's like bonk, bonk, and it did it on both sides. And yes, my beloved door handles. So this one, as you can see, fits perfect. Nice and tight all the way around. The other one I had a gap on, and I didn't actually realize it until after, but this stuck out probably, I don't know, maybe not a 1/4 inch, but like 3/16. So I'm looking at it, and I did everything the same as the other side, and there was 2 issues. One, surprise, surprise, this little welded thing is welded crooked, so it sat, basically I had to grind this down to make it flat, so this spacer can sit on it. And then I shortened the spacer from 3/8, not down to a 1/4, but maybe just like less than 5/16. So that, I know it says early on that determines how tight the door is, but you don't know how tight the door is until you put the whole thing together. And this shaft at 2 1/4 inches was too long, so I made this 2 1/8 because it was bottoming out against the outer part of the door handle. So yeah, like I said, a bunch of redos, but no real progress. And yeah, that's it for now. On my journey of redos and tidying up little loose ends, I decided to put these grips on. George had wired them a while ago, so I put some Expando on there just to make it go smoothly around, whatever welds is in there. I brought the Expando up quite high, and to come out of the little 1/4 inch hole, put some primer around the hole. But the sleeve that goes on here, I basically just tapped a 6/32 in it, and it's solid, like it won't spin left and right. So I'm gonna do another one in the front just to help this from going up and down and wearing out. Those came out awesome, rock solid, ready for combat and or aerobatics. I think we did push to talk up front, trim down, trim up, autopilot disconnect, and smoke. All right, today's task is the challenging installation of these seat belts. Hopefully that'll be a fun piece. I got the hardware ready, and I already took this seat out just to make it easier. Take the console out. I'm going to start looking into where to put the little wiring boxes for the heated seat module. feel very secure. Like literally, it straps you in good. This strap's a little long. We're gonna wrap that around there. I kind of like the traditional style seatbelt, and this went uneventful. I'm glad my center console still fits. I never actually checked that, but it's no wider than the factory, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I did not tighten these bolts yet because basically just want to make sure everything fits, so there's no surprises later on. I don't want to wear out the nylon on the bolts, and probably has to come in and out. But more little baggies to get rid of with hardware, so that's always a good thing. Next up on my to-do list is either wire up my audio jack panel and all the Nemo things. They're going to go to the audio panel, or wrap these in Alcantara. I can't decide. They both need to be done. Well, wiring the audio jack panel is what I decided to do. And in here we have the standard headphone, standard mic, LEMO, power for the LEMO, left and right. And then we also added a in, so basically you can add music from like an MP3 player or something into the system that you can hear, and an out that's basically just connected to this headphone jack. So that's for GoPros and so on. And the idea with this harness is it goes, well, you definitely need two hands, but it fishes through there, and it comes out right on this side where the audio box is. And I practiced a few times. It was my first wire lacing that maybe not will actually stay in the plane. Good night. So now I'm doing this connector for this Molex USB thing that I have in the back. And my God, how are 53-year-old eyes supposed to see these tiny little things and try and get them on? Glad this is not a critical component, but see if it works. Fingers crossed. Look, it lights up in the dark. And it works. I can now charge my phone in the center console. Way cool. One down. Alright, got it all back in again. This is the back of, I don't know if you can see it, the audio jack with the auxiliary in at the bottom and middle, the LEMO plugs at the very bottom, mic plugs in the middle, headphone jacks top, and then there's also a out which ties into that headphone jack. And I put strain relief on the conduit there, and just because it runs near on the outside of the brace for the flat handle, and then it comes out over here, and our comm box is right here, but we're going to put a junction, so serviceability plug A, so we can tie all of them together, and in case you have to remove the console, you can unplug it and pull the whole thing out. All right, I don't know what silly things I'm going to do next. In case the video gets too long, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And if I have time to do more on the video, oh yeah, I'll probably do these things. I don't know why I've been holding off. Kind of been trying to figure out how to cover this, but I think I'm just going to go over it with some thin stuff. Anyway, for now, good night.